Hello, trappers. We're out here today. We're just, my daughter's helping me get some traps dyed today, cleaned and dyed. We're trying to get them all sealed up in our 5-gallon buckets here. Boy's finishing up the mowing here. But I'll give you kind of a walkthrough on what we do here. I don't know if it's the right way. Don't really care, to be honest with you. Just enough to get them clean. They don't need to be perfect to catch a coyote. Hell, you don't even have to do this process. Trapper Jay, I think, proved it last season when he just ran his brand new traps through the dishwasher, get the oil off them, and set them like that. So, but these are old, starting to rust up, and we're trying to keep the rust under control, so that's why we're doing it. Yep, that one looks good. So, she's got a little process here that she does. Something new for her. She's been wanting to help, and this is kind of busy work for her that she can do. But we're using a gasoline and water mixture with a black dye mix. I kind of like it, but
I can't hook it on.
we're getting her set up. She's gonna learn this, and just like fishing. You're gonna get 2 on that one. There you go. All right, so she pulls them out, sets them on the cardboard to dry, and then they come out looking pretty good. These ones can probably get done again.
I'll throw those ones on in.
But these ones were dyed previously pretty good. So what we're doing here, if you've seen her walking over with them, we come over here by the fireplace. Don't mind the mess, we just redid the fire ring. So we just grab them. These ones have been dyed, waxed. Still got a little dirt on them, a little debris, but they got a lot of wax on them. We're trying to get that off so the dye sticks a little better. So I should probably get washed, but yeah, we'll wash that one. So we just grab them, throw them on there, and all we're doing here is just melting the wax off them so they'll take a dye. So, yep. And then once we get them all done here, so we cook them, we dye them, then we dry them, and then we put them in the buckets, seal them up, and then they're ready to go. I'm probably not going to wax right now. Just basing, they're saying we're supposed to have a pretty cold winter this year. I don't know. They said that last year, and we had 50-degree weather until, I think, beginning of January. So I wasn't going to wax them yet until I'm ready to play with salt and stuff. And even then, I don't know if I'll mess with salt this year. I might just work on doing a lot of dry dirt. I got a couple 55-gallon drums back behind the garage here that I'm going to use, and just fill them up full of dry dirt. I'll go out and buy a couple more 5-gallon buckets, about 5 of them, and I'll just kind of keep rolling with that. So this is the process. She's going to cook them, and we'll wash them and dye them at the same time, and then yeah. So yeah, so we'll get that going, and we'll just keep stacking them up. Like I said, when we get enough to fill up a 5-gallon bucket, we'll put them in there, seal them. Now, one thing with me is I was always nervous about using this gasoline mixture here. And one is because traps take dye better when they're warm.
Watch out, Dad.
I'm out of the way. So I was always nervous about that, but all the studies say if you let these traps dry, they'll the gasoline smell's gone, but it also takes away all the other odors and it cleans them at the same time. So let everything dry. We'll let it air dry a little while, and then, like I said, by the time they're ready to go in buckets, they shouldn't smell like anything, and they should be ready for trapping. So, and from here on out, we don't handle them with our hands. She's going to be using that hook.
You got like 5,000 in
Yep.
that garage.
And we got a bunch of hooks in the garage, so we'll just be handling them with hooks from now on. And then, yeah, going from there. So,
I can't get this one.
apparently that one's too heavy.
Maybe we could add at least a little bit more water.
I'll turn down the temperature a little bit. Alright, well, I'm going to get you guys set up so you can kind of watch the process go. I don't have one of them nifty stands, so I just use the bumper of the car here. So.
There's one in there. I can add one.
No, you got two in here. You put that round one.
Oh yeah, I
round
put two
draw, and
in
then
there.
you put that bigger number 3.
Okay, wait for a while. Get a break.
A little bit. Those ones are ready to come off.
Oh yeah, there's some much of this. Oh my god. Yeah, we gotta move that around.
Yep. All that plastic. Take these and just go set a mixture pots around. Let them cool down just a little bit. Hunter.
Hey Dad, I just had an idea. So I can bring them back and forth and put them in there and you can take them out. Because I can't really take them out without my hands.
You're gonna need one of them.
They're stuck together.
Mm-hmm.
How'd they get stuck together? One.
It might have been a little too hot.
It looks like. Oh, my eyes burn.
Don't get this in your eyeballs, baby.
What?
Don't let that get you in the eyeballs.
Dad, I think we should add a little bit more water in it.
You will here in a minute.
But I also been using this as my hand washer because I've been getting that stuff on it. My hands. Turn that down a lot more. Then go add some more on the corner.
Alright, just shut it off. Here's a question for you guys. How many of you guys dye your snares? You don't need to. I'll prove that right now, but how many of you do? I've done it, and I kind of like how they turn out. I mean, heck, you can just see the cable stick here. If your snares come out that dark, you probably have a hard time finding them.
Did you take some out?
Yep, they're empty. Now I'm gonna put them in. 'Cause we're doing that.
Yeah, I came out with fresh off.
Don't mind the messy yard. We've been working on it. Like I said, we just redid the fire pit. I'm still recovering from cleaning out a couple garages, but my father-in-law's garage. He passed away in November, and then one of my buddies sold everything he had because he went blind. So I bought everything he had, so I'm just trying to figure out how to get 2 garages into my garage on top of all the stuff I already got.
Made it.
Like I said, you don't need to do this. Like I said, I'm just doing it to kind of help manage the rust on them.
That used to go in again, Dad.
Nah, that was good enough. It was brown. Now black.
I got some small ones.
Got
They're
some of them fox
30
traps on
bucks. They're black.
there. Yep. Unfortunately, we're gonna need to empty out your water bucket here.
Man, I have to go fill it back up, right?
No, we're gonna empty it out and start putting these in here.
Why'd you empty it out like that?
I poured what I wanted in the bucket.
Dad.
Huh.
Something was almost on fire on this.
Yeah. There's a lot of wax on there, and that wax will burn.
Oh my gosh, I can see the wax. I'm gonna put it back on so that wax is fixed.
You don't need the water boiling to do this. You just need it warm. You
This
said
one's
with the
steaming.
traps, when the traps are coming in this hot, they already have the heat on.
Another one coming in. Nice and hot.
Got it? That one looks like it still got quite a bit of wax on it, baby.
I know. No, that was dirt.
Well, they're super dirty. Set them aside, we'll hose them down.
Okay, this last little one, it looks like a fox and it's already really black.
Oh, bring it on over. We're gonna get them dipped because it's cleaning them too.
Yeah, and Dad, it looks like it just has like barely any brown on it.
Yeah,
See?
must have been taking care of that one. Oh, see how wet it is?
Yeah.
That's all that wax that's on there. So I should have cooked this one a little longer.
Let me go put it back
Yeah,
on.
go cook that one a little bit longer. Because you want most of that wax to burn off. It's just a basic setup. Just keep repeating it. So I don't know. I might not show you the whole thing, start to finish, but is that one of them green buckets?
It's the light well one.
I don't know if I got a lid for that. Is that lid over there? That blue one? We'll grab that lid off, see if that's an empty bucket.
It was a light well one.
Okay, lightweight.
I think it said fox traps and it was already open, so I just used it.
Does it have a blue lid on it or no?
Blue or white?
There you go. Alright, yeah,
Wait.
dump that bucket out and bring it over here.
Which one?
The one you're emptying out right now.
Stop recording?
Huh?
Did you stop
No. But I'm gonna start putting these ones in there. Oh, I need that lid.
Really dirty.
That's right. Just dirt. Dirt's a good thing.
I mean, anyways, you're gonna get buried in the dirt.
You want me to record for you?
It's important. But what we need to do is make sure I got a flame still. Maybe I'm gonna start putting like I said, from here on out, now that we got them done, we're not gonna touch them with our hands.
Dad, you want me to go get your chair? You want me to get your chair?
I'll be moving around. So what do you guys use to store yours in? I used to use a tote, but since I lost my leg, I'm not quite as strong as I was. So, trying to keep this a little lighter and figure this, even if I like get 10 of them in a bucket, that will still be lighter than carrying a 20, like a 20-gallon tote or anything. So, grab a 5-gallon bucket, throw it on the four-wheeler.
Maybe next, when the chopping season starts, I might have my own four-wheeler.
I don't know about that. We gotta start making a little more money.
I can follow behind with the sled with the animals in it. Or I can pull Hunter if he wants to come with, or you can pull me.
I think we get one more in there.
But you can probably take out the ones that are already in there. Like leave them in there.
I'm letting that one dry out. Alright, now that's done. We got that full bucket. I didn't even count how many were in there. Okay.
There's 2 more for you, Dad. Laying around.
That's probably what the lids go to.
Yeah, that's not the lid.
That's the lid for this bucket.
Yeah,
You
this.
see that bucket over there?
Yeah.
I need that lid off that bucket.
No, that one has its own lid.
No, that one doesn't fit either. That lid that was on there needs to go on this white one that you had water in.
Oh, sure, it looked like it.
Yeah, I don't think it fits right. I think that bucket's a little bit bigger. Yeah.
It
So
fits.
we need that. No, we need that lid off of that bucket over there. That one goes on that one.
Dad, this one doesn't have a lid.
The blue bucket. That one right there. Is it empty? Lift it up. Is it pretty full? Hey, Grandpa's got one in there. Go ask Grandpa. Say, hey, we need an empty bucket. Trying to find a drywall bucket lid. Not all 5-gallon buckets have the exact same size lid on them. So, that's what we're having problems with. Went to Menards and bought a bunch of 5-gallon bucket lids. And apparently, not all 5, but I found out 5-gallon buckets aren't all the same size. Didn't you have another 5-gallon bucket with... Yeah, it doesn't fit. I might just have to go buy more buckets.
Did you get the lid?
I got a lid, yeah.
The blue one that was right here?
Yeah.
Okay, that was with that one.
Alright.
I had water in it.
At least we got some with that don't have this.
Yeah, we'll do these little ones since we got lids for those.
And I better go take off the first.
Yep.
They got anything in that bucket?
Nothing's in there. You can put that in. Be careful, she's gonna want to roll on it.
Oh.
She's hot.
Matt, and I got 2 black ones over here too that I'm not using.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was
I can't
using
get it off my hook.
Carry dirt.
I just need lids. I mean, I bought these at Menards and they just don't fit the.
Dad,
I have a lid you could have.
Okay.
I'm almost done with this mud. So,
it's gonna slip off and it's gonna bounce a bunch of. I can't take it off. Can I take them on with me to show them?
Take what? You want to take the phone with you? Yeah, go ahead. We're all about having the fun here, all right? Tell 'em what you're doing.
Here we go. I'm gonna show you guys the best way to just take the traps off is hook them right where they're supposed to trap them. Walk them over to wherever you need to.
Hold the phone flat so I can see it.
And then for now, I can't really do much because I don't want it to splash or anything. So I'm just giving it to my dad and he puts it in for me. But then if there's no more traps on, just get the traps you need. Put them on. Try and make them steady and flat. That is the best way for them to do it. As you can see, put it flat like that. Put about 3 or 2 on at a time. It makes it so it'll go a little faster, but I put on 3 for now because our fire pit holder's a little big. So let's put it on over and let it hang there for a couple minutes. Then we'll come right on back to that.
Getting it?
Put 3 more over.
There. Now
Towards-
this. Show me. You gotta show it to me. You're filming me. Now right here, this an old kerosene container, I believe. No, it's an liquid antifreeze. But when I'm done with my dye mix, I try to pour it all back in here, and then the next year I can reuse it instead of just dumping it and wasting it. I tried to salvage it, and I don't know where I got that barrel from, but I'm pretty sure you can still find them somewhere. But yeah, that's about how that works. You take that, and funnel it back into here, and
Use them
we're
next year.
done. Now, this ain't no high dollar operation. We're just kind of, this is a working man's trap line. I mean, hopefully you guys understand that. See that? I mean, it doesn't take much. I mean, to be able to do this stuff. I mean, you don't have to go out and buy high-end traps. All these traps I got here, a lot of them were hand-me-downs, or I traded for them, and I got maybe $1,000 in traps, but that's counting all my other traps too. So it's just, there's ways to get out there and doing it. You just gotta watch them. You know, like I said, you don't have to have high-end traps to do this stuff. So, but like I said, I'm prepping for this, and over the next couple of years, I plan on doing some road tripping. So I got a West Virginia trapping trip planned for next season. If I don't do it in December this year, I just gotta see how much snow they got up there. So, but if you guys are getting motion sick, my daughter, my
Shaky.
9-year-old daughter is filming.
I'm shaky.
So, but yeah, that's about it. I mean, we're ready to run a few more, and we'll probably cut it off here. You guys get the basic idea. Put them in the buckets, seal them up, and call it a day. So, and whatever buckets don't get used, we use for coon sets. Or you could use them for bobcat sets. Those are pretty good for bobcats too. 5-gallon bucket with 220 in front of it. I literally just put a little bit of lure and a beaver foot in the back of the hole. And that seems to work pretty good for me for bobcat. That beaver is about the same size as a mouse or a rat, and against the white background of these buckets, it really catches their eye. So, but alrighty, well, we're gonna call it. And you guys have a good day.